Folks, I want to quickly talk to you about US Bank EIN only. 3 business credit cards. So we are going to compare and contrast the US Bank Triple Cash Rewards Visa, the US Bank Business Leverage Visa Signature, and the US Bank Business Platinum Card. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Soda Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk to you about US Bank EIN only business credit cards. So we are going to do a comparative analysis of 3 business credit cards, and those are the US Bank Triple Cash Rewards Visa, the US Bank Business Leverage Visa Signature, and the US Bank Business Platinum Card. It's important to understand that to apply for a US Bank EIN only business credit card, you need to have a few things. You need to have an EIN, of course. You need to have been in business for at least 15 months. In some cases, they want you to be in business for 2 years. Okay, so it goes from 15 months to 24 months. It's also important that you need to pay attention to what kind of business credit cards you want from a US bank, because you have to think about, are you looking for a rewards credit card? Are you looking for a travel credit card? Are you looking for a cashback credit card? So those are things you need to think about. And the benefits you are expecting from a US bank credit card, business credit card that is, must be aligned with your company's spending pattern. It's very important, okay? So having a business credit card from US Bank or other institutions offers many benefits, right? One of the most important advantages is that a business credit card keeps business financials separate from your personal expenses. So this is kind of good because you are building business credit and you prevent actually a complicated process of tracking and dividing up costs between your personal affairs and your business affairs. So when we think about the US Bank EIN only business credit cards, you can apply for those cards using your EIN only, or you can apply without EIN. In other words, you can apply using your social security number. If you have stellar credit, you can qualify with either the US Bank Triple Cash Rewards or the US Bank Business Leverage Visa Signature or the US Bank Business Platinum Card. You can qualify for those on a social security number. That's possible. And here is a list of the basics you have to have before doing the application process with US Bank. They want you to have your business legal name, your contact information, your own contact information, your credit history, your social security number, the industry type that you're in, restaurant, salon, the legal structure of the business, LLC, nonprofit, corporation, or sole proprietorship, the time in business, number of employees, federal tax ID number, EIN, and your annual business revenue or average monthly spend, and also your total annual income. Before we get into the actual review, please check out this credit card evaluation approach. It talks to you about our methodology when it comes to reviewing, categorizing, and listing credit cards on this show. Check this out. Okay, let me start with the US Bank Triple Cash Rewards Visa. So when you think about this card, I want you to think about a card that is excellent for good credit, for fair credit, for stellar credit. But having said that, if you have, let's say, a FICO score around 550, 575, but you have a strong relationship with the US Bank, you could qualify. In other words, you just need to have a lot of cash with them. You need to have a lot of deposit accounts. Checking accounts, savings accounts, investment accounts, all that kind of stuff. So the US Bank, you can earn $500 in cash back. You just need to spend $4,500 on the account owner's card in the first 150 days. That's 5 months of opening your account. Okay, you earn 3% cash back on eligible purchases at gas stations, office supply stores, cell phone service providers, and restaurants. So this is really good. You have 1% cash back on all other eligible net purchases. And there's no limit on the total cashback earned, and rewards never expire. We love that. And the cool thing here is that you can actually earn an annual $100 statement credit for recurring software subscriptions expenses such as FreshBooks or QuickBooks. And what's the APR here? The APR on purchases, you have 0% intro APR for 15 billing cycles. This is really good. Then you have to pay 13.99% to 22.99% variable APR based on your credit. You also have APR on balance transfer. You have a 0% APR for 15 billing cycles, and then the same APR applies 13.99 to 22.99% after the period is over. There is a balance transfer fee of 3%, minimum $5. Okay, so when you think about this card, you need to think about a credit card that is really wonderful for business owners with good credit or less than let's say good credit or average credit, who want to earn bonus rewards in popular business spending categories and avoid interest on company financing for well over a year. Okay, think about it. And the US Bank, if you are a US Bank business customer, that's even better because you have access to better rewards, better rates. Okay, and so this is really good. So overall, I want you to think about the US Bank Triple Cash Rewards Visa as good for balance transfers, great for purchases, and also great for rewards in terms of cashback. So let me give you this card is kind of cool for certain categories of businesses. So what you need to understand is that they offer a base rewards earning rate of 1% cashback, which is roughly the market average for a cashback credit card. Okay, so that rate applies to all purchases except for those in 4 specific spending categories. So you have cellular phone service providers, gas purchases of $200 or less, purchases made at office supply stores, and restaurant purchases. So such spending yields 3% cashback. So as a result, US Bank Business Triple Cash is great for small business owners whose biggest expenses include those 4 bonus categories, right? So are you in those categories? Talk to me about those. Because if you are, you better really grab this card right now. Okay? And ideally, you will only use it for such purchases opting for a card with a higher base earning rate for other everyday spending. Okay? And we love the fact that there is a valuable initial bonus that I said before. You have a rewards bonus of $500 cashback for spending $4,500 in the first 5 months, the first 150 days. Okay, this is really good. And there's no annual fee you have to account for. This is really great. We love the fact that you have a constellation of benefits also. So for example, you have rewards, you have security features on the card, you have a chip and signature. This is really great. And the only thing is you have to watch out for certain fees. For example, you have a cash advance fee of 5%, minimum $10, a cash advance APR of 25.99% variable. So you really don't want to use this card for cash advances. You have a foreign transaction fee of 3%, so you don't want to travel with this card either. You have a maximum late fee of $40. You have a maximum over limit fee of $40. You have a maximum penalty APR of $29.99. And the grace period here is 24 days. So the grace period for this card is not 28 days or 30 days. It is 24 days. This is very important because this might actually have an impact on your liquidity situation at the business level. Okay, so overall, this is a great card if your business spends in those 4 categories I told you, and you are willing to shift some of your debt from another card onto this card, and you want to take advantage of the 0% APR for 15 months. Even though, again, based on our research, the 3% the 3% balance transfer fee is just a little too much, but this comes with the territory, right? Let's talk about the US Bank Business Leverage Visa Signature. This is the second card that we are reviewing in today's conversation. And one thing I want to say here is that this is a business credit card with rewards that adapt to your business expenses. So the card earns 2 points per dollar on eligible net purchases made in the top 2 categories where the most is spent each month, and 1 point per dollar on all other eligible net purchases. So this is really good. And with dozens of different category options that qualify for the 2% rate, the card might be fit for those those entrepreneurs with varied spending who want to earn decent cash back from categories that are not aligned with their business processes. Okay, so if you have other cashback business credit cards that do not cover specific categories, you want to go for this card to cover those, the US Bank Business Leverage Visa Signature. So you have a welcome bonus of 75,000 bonus points. There's no annual fee the first year. Then in subsequent years, you have to pay $95. The regular APR goes from $15.99 to $20.99% variable. Okay, and for this, you have to. So there are pros and cons. So this card has some pros and cons you need to be aware of. The pros: the annual fee is waived for the first year. You earn 75,000 points worth $750 cash back by spending $7,500 in eligible net purchases on the account owner's card within the first 4 months of account opening. Not 5 months, it's 4 months this time. The card has no foreign transaction fees, and you have free employee cards. And in terms of the drawbacks of this card, you have a $95 annual fee after the first year, no major additional benefits, and other cards earn higher rewards. Okay, something you need to think about. So at the end of the day, you have to think about whether or not this card is right for you. Okay, you have to think about the $95 fee. You have to think about the fact that this card gives you a welcome bonus. That's true, but it doesn't offer the sort of benefits we are accustomed to seeing with an annual fee card of any kind. Okay, the cashback is decent. The cashback opportunity is decent, especially if you are spending in specific categories. All right, this is something you need to think about. And one thing I also need to say here is that if you have multiple employees and you want to assign a card to each employee, this card could be a great addition to your wallet because you have no additional charge employee cards, and you have the ability to track employee expenses. You can you have a dashboard that tells you everything that goes on in terms of expenses on the card, and you can consolidate everything at the end of the month, so you know exactly which employee has spent so much. You can even set limits on the card. You can set limits based on the employees, maybe based on the employees' hierarchy in the business, right? It's all about how you want to manage your business. It's all about how you want to track expenses, not only at the individual level, but also at the business level. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another section of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation today, we are comparing actually 3 EIN only business credit cards from US Bank. And I was talking to you before the break about the US Bank Business Leverage Visa Signature. Let's talk about the rewards, okay? Credit card. We are speaking about credit card rewards, right? So earning rewards, redeeming rewards. First of all, to earn rewards, this card, the US Bank Business Leverage Visa, earns an unlimited 2 points per dollar on eligible net purchases made in the top 2 categories where the most is spent each month, and 1 point per dollar on all other eligible net purchases. And the thing here is that points expire 5 years from the end of the quarter in which they were earned. 5 years. Remember that, okay? And in terms of redeeming rewards, so points earned with the Business Leverage Visa may be redeemed for cash back in the form of a statement credit or a deposit into a US Bank checking account or a savings account. You can also choose a travel, gift cards, and select merchandise through the US Bank Reward Center. So it's totally up to you, okay? And so what is the reward potential here? Well, to determine the reward potential, we actually look at a few criteria, and we wanted to pay attention to the company's spending, the spending patterns, the frequency of expenses. How many employees are we talking about? So the card is pretty decent overall, whether you are spending $25,000, $50,000, $75,000, $100,000, $150,000, $200,000, $250,000, and this is annual expense. And the thing here is that you can actually earn a decent amount of cash back. The card has other benefits. You have employee cards, no extra charge for employee cards, so this is really good. And you also have what we call the Visa Business Reporting. So you can enroll in Visa Business Reporting and you can sync your transactions with QuickBooks Online and Xero. You can capture receipts and tag transactions. You can split transactions by dollar amount or percentage into multiple categories. And you can even set employee card spend control. So this is really great. This is great for expense monitoring, expense tracking. Okay. And don't forget though, the card has a 15.99 to 29% APR. And how does the card stacks up? So the card is pretty decent. There is a nice comparison between this card, the US Bank Business Leverage Visa Signature, and the Inc. Business Unlimited Credit Card, even though the Inc. is slightly above this card, okay? The Inc. Business Unlimited also this card offers a variety of valuable benefits ranging from auto rental, damage collision waiver, all the way to warranty and purchase protection, okay? And what about the US Bank, this card versus the Bank of America Business Advantage Travel Rewards? Again, the Bank of America card actually comes ahead when you compare this with the US Bank Business Leverage Visa Signature card. And what about the Business Platinum card from American Express? Again, this is a card that actually trumpets. I mean, the card is not trumpets. The card trumps. The card actually basically is above. This Amex card is above the US Bank Business Leverage Visa Signature. The bottom line is that this card is great, but there are better cards out there. Okay, the Business Platinum card from Amex, the Bank of America card, the Inc. Business Unlimited card, those are cards that are superior to the US Bank Business Leverage Visa Signature. Let me talk to you about the US Bank Business Platinum card. And this is the third card in today's conversation. So, folks, the thing here is that you have to make a decision whether or not this is a card that really applies to you. And what do I mean by that? This card offers no rewards or one-time offers other than an introductory 0% APR on purchases and balance transfers for the first 20 billing cycles. 20 billing cycles. So this card could be a good choice for entrepreneurs and business owners who want to pay off large purchases or balance transfers over time without accruing interest charges. Okay, so the APR after the 20-month period goes from 11.99% to 20.99%. So 11.99% to 20.99%. There's no annual fee. Okay, the card does not offer a reward program, and the only strong point of this card is the fact that you have 0% APR on purchases and balance transfers for 20 billing cycles, but there is a balance transfer fee. So this could be either 3% of the amount of each transfer or a $5 minimum, whichever is greater. Okay, so there is a cash advance fee of $25.99. So, and the cash advance fee can be either the cash advance APR rather is a 25.99%, and the cash advance fee can be either $10 or 5% of the amount of each cash advance, whichever is greater. So when you think about this card in general, the pros are like you have a generous 0% APR offer, plus possible low ongoing APR. There's no annual fee. The cons, you have no rewards or bonus. You have minimal benefits, and you need to understand that when we talk about US Bank Small Business Credit Card Customer Service, we are speaking about a service that is below par, that is substandard. They need to work on it. They need to improve that part. So overall, this is really what it is. When you think about this card, just think about the 20-month billing cycles, okay, without APR. This is really good. And so this card is really great for entrepreneurs who don't like annual fees, entrepreneurs and small business owners who are trying to transfer a large balance or make large purchases on the card. If you want to basically manage your expenses better, and you basically want to have access to a dashboard where you can sync your transactions with QuickBooks or with FreshBooks, for example, or Xero online, you can do that also. So overall, this is what this card is for. Let me talk to you about other benefits. So what are the standard benefits of this card? You have free additional employee cards. You can actually customize employee card use with spending controls. Again, this is really good in terms of managing your accounting, managing your financial reporting. You have online expense tracking, and you can pay with mobile wallet. This is really good, especially if you are an online entrepreneur, if you sell on Amazon or you sell on Etsy or eBay, and you do all your transactions online. This could be a great opportunity to use this card to pay with mobile wallet, okay? What are the security features here? We have things like zero fraud liability. You have chip technology. You have 24/7 fraud monitoring, okay? And the bottom line is the card is great. The card is fantastic. However, you need to think about what you are looking for. You need to think about what kind of situation that your company is in. What are the liquidity needs? What are your cash flow problems that you are trying to solve with this card? Okay, do you have a large debt with another issuer? So this is something you need to think about. And one thing I need to say very clearly here is that before issuing this card to you, U.S. Bank has been known to actually look into companies' balance sheet. So they will basically look into what kind of liability you're trying to transfer to them. Because remember, if you transfer a debt onto this card, U.S. Bank is assuming responsibility. They're actually taking on this risk exposure. So we have seen in the past that U.S. Bank will actually monitor. They will see what kind of obligation, what kind of debt you're trying to transfer to them, and they will see if they are willing to take on that risk. Okay, this is something that we have seen, especially if you have like car loans, for example, and you're just trying to transfer a car loan onto this credit card. This might work or might not work. So something you need to pay attention to. So you want to definitely work on your balance sheet, your on the liability side, and your debt schedule before you apply for this card, just in case they are asking for additional information. And in some cases, you might even go to a branch. You can apply for this card at the branch, especially if you are looking for a higher limit on your U.S. Bank Platinum Business Platinum card. It's just a lot better to go to a branch and sit with someone and have a conversation. All right, what is the decision here, folks? So we have U.S. Bank Triple Cash Rewards Visa versus U.S. Bank Business Leverage Visa Signature versus U.S. Bank Business Platinum Card. Which one to choose? It really depends. The card that you choose depends on a constellation of factors. Here is a big decision time. Big decision time. Have you already made up your mind in terms of the card that you want to apply for? What are the criteria you're thinking about? What is important to you? Talk to me about the most important criteria for you. Are you looking for a cashback card? Are you looking to transfer balances from an account that is charging you like crazy APR? What are you after? Are you looking for travel rewards? Okay. And I want you to look right now on the screen. So we basically have a comparative analysis of those three cards you can see on the screen here. And this is basically, you can see in terms of welcome offer. So the US Bank, so you have one that has a welcome offer, another one that has a $7.50 in rewards, and the US Bank Platinum, you have the zero intro APR. So this is the first way to compare those three cards. And the second, on the second screenshot here, you can see that in terms of the key benefits, you can see that the triple cash rewards, the leverage, and the platinum. So you have the key benefits for the triple cash rewards. You have the APR, and you have the annual fee. Something that you need to think about. So you can see that basically there is diversity in terms of the benefits here. For example, the leverage, you are only earning 2% cash back in your top two categories. For the platinum, you have no rewards. Only thing you have is 0% APR on balance transfers and purchases for 20 billion cycles. And there's no annual fee on all those three cards. The only card that charges an annual fee is the leverage card, and this $95 after the first year. And the third screenshot here is basically balance transfer fee. So you can see that on all those 3 credit cards, there is a balance transfer fee that goes from 3% to 5%. So those are things you need to think about. So here you have it. You have a clear idea of what you should be going for. So our pick after analyzing those 3 credit cards is the US Bank Business Platinum card. We believe this card is a lot better. So we have actually rated this card 9.5 over 10. The US Bank Triple Cash Rewards 9 over 10. And the US Bank Business Leverage Visa 9 over 10. Thank you so much for your attention, folks. I will see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.